Alright everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video with Fat Phil, and we've got to continue our Leia Galactic Legend event. It's been a little bit, we've got to get through Tier 3. This tier, significantly easier than Tier 2, but it still actually pisses me off almost as much as Tier 2. Here's why. If you guys remember, Tier 2 is easily the most difficult single Galactic Legend tier in Galaxy of Heroes, in my opinion. The most difficult tier. And it requires not just like specific modding, but there's even some RNG elements to it. And that's where I think I get frustrated. I don't mind when they have, when they put strategy into the game. I very much appreciate strategy. I love being able to mix the skill that you have with a strategy to get it done. I think that's a brilliant thing that Capital Games does. But when RNG is a big part of that strategy or a big part of that success, that's when I lose my mind, particularly when you're going to cost Galactic Legend tickets. The reason Tier 3 pisses me off is that it comes after the hardest tier, and it's one of the easier tiers. So, I'm going to show you guys how to do this tier, again, just because I think people want to see it. So, again, like, subscribe, comment down below, and of course, got to give a massive shout out to the channel members before we get into the modding. Thank you guys for continuing to put your faith in me. Again, if you're ever interested in joining, that link is down below. And as a channel member, what I will do, I will walk you through any of the Galactic Legend tiers whenever you need help. More than happy to do that with you. Make sure your mods are in order, get the strategies down, and make sure that we get it rolling here, guys. So again, thank you for supporting. Let's talk about R2-D2's mods here. So these are the mods I have on R2-D2 all the time. We've got health, protection, speed, and a lot of offense here. You guys will see it's a lot of like health and offense percent where we can. That's just to take advantage of his Zetas. So again, if you're doing this event, you're going to want both Zetas on R2-D2, where they gain 10% of his max protection, health, offense, potency. And then his second Zeta, honestly, also very good. Whenever you score a debuff, you're going to dispel, or whenever you score a critical hit, you dispel all debuffs on yourself. So that's a big one. So the next character is 3PO and Chewie. I've got critical chance and critical damage mods on him. They've been on him for forever. You could also use like any mix of like tenacity, offense, critical damage, whatever you think you need. These are the mods we've got on him. Nothing overly fancy. I wouldn't say there's anything on here that you're like, wow, Phil, that's insane. Like, that's just, he's pretty well modded. You know, it's a decent 3PO and Chewie. His mods, I haven't touched his mods in a very long time, so maybe time to do that. I do have Rolo Zeta. Again, I do think it is necessary if you want to really do that event well. I do think it is nice to have. It's a good insurance policy. As far as the mods go on her, there's a lot to be desired. These mods are pretty trash. Like, they're pretty trash. We're not getting into them, guys. They're pretty trash. Same thing with Lando Calrissian. Just pretty trashy mods on these guys for me. Now, for you, I would still remod. I'm not in a risk of losing tickets. If I'm you, I would remod them. I would just throw like Galactic Legend mods on them. Who cares, right? You don't want to drop tickets. But I'm going to show you guys how it's done again. And maybe this gives you the benefit of the doubt that, okay, maybe your Rolo and R2-D2 or your R2 and 3PO and Chewie aren't quite as good as mine. But if you remod the rest of them, you'll be fine. So we're just going to start off with specials here. Again, just spam your specials, right? Like, it doesn't need to be any specific order. We're just going to spam our specials. We do want to, like, the AOEs are super nice from Lando and others. So now we'll just kind of keep doing our stuff here. Lando can't use his AOE. He got ability blocked, of course. And it is nice, like 3PO and Chewie just constantly assisting. So Lando's AOE coming in clutch. Another AOE. Basic here. And I think this might even finish him off. Oh, almost. All right, we're getting there. Lando gets a kill. There we go. Good job, Lando. So now you guys see we have exposes there. And because I critically hit, expose goes away. We're dispelling those buffs or debuffs. So there is phase 1. We got to get through phase 2, which is just a bunch of stormtroopers, right? It is cool that this is from like Empire Strikes Back, but you know, I mean, this event, I really wish I could press auto. It's just not anything crazy. The one thing with Rolo's AoE you want to keep in mind is that it is random damage, right? So it's 10 random damage. So next time I have it available, I'll read it to you guys just so you can see it. So there, we're just going to keep doing this. Okay, Lando, AOE. All right, so now, see how it says 10 times to random targets? So because there's 4 targets, it's all randomized as to who gets damaged and who doesn't. So the less targets you have, the more damage potential that has, which is huge when you think in like Grand Arena when you only bring Wampa up against a Rolo. This is how sometimes Wampa loses, is because she's just going to nuke him out. Just like I nuked out those guys with 3PO and Chewie. So again, very, very easy tier. I will do it one more time because I feel every video I should try to do at least, you know, more than once. But yeah, it's very simple, right? And the nice thing with these Galactic Legend events, again, I say this tier pisses me off. Like you guys saw, like we barely lost protection there. And then you go to the previous tier where like you're completely remodding for like just the most random display of mods. Like it's crazy. You know, like I that's what pisses me off, right? Is I don't mind remodding for an event that's, you know, hey, it's not like the Kaidi Mundi mission. I didn't mind remodding for stuff like that, but I can't stand how much easier this mission is compared to the other one. Like this is just haha, you have to get tickets. Like we know we have you, and it always just makes me mad. So, did that. Right, so now I want you guys to pay attention. We're going to save that one because I want you to pay attention to Rolo's AoE here. So, look at how much more damage we did there. Because there was less enemies, we did a crazy amount more damage because the damage was concentrated. There wasn't as many enemies to hit, which is, again, the key way to use that. That AoE, it's always nice. AoEs are always nice. Like, I just dealt, you know, 50,000 damage, and, you know, Lando's basic doesn't do that. Same thing with Chewbacca's AoE here. Like, AoEs are always better because they're going to deal damage to everyone, but Rolo's in particular is nice because the less enemies that are active, the more damage it'll end up doing. So that's why it's nice with her. If you can try and, like, whittle down somebody, now it's, that damage is more concentrated, right? So again, we'll keep going here. Lando coming in with another AoE. And let's see if we can get this guy out. Oh, we just took all them out. That'll work too. So, there is tier 3, guys. Again, hopefully this helps you in your journey of Galactic Legends Leia Organa. Like, subscribe, comment. Love all you. May the Force be with you, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.